Welcome back to more Persona 1. So this is gonna be the finale episode for the playthrough. And yeah, this will be kind of a different part. I'm doing it post-commentary, but I'm showing some gameplay in the background. Or at least I plan to. That gameplay will be, I want to show some of Revelation's Persona if I'm able to. If it captured properly. I'm not 100% sure if it has just yet during the making of this, but yeah, if I was able to get some captured footage for it, then that's great. I could show off some Revelation stuff because yeah, I wasn't able to in my in the playthrough, but the only way I did was through some videos of the boss fights and stuff. But yeah, other side, I'll show off just like some general gameplay. So yeah, I did a playthrough of some of the Deviyuga, and yeah, if they record just fine, then yeah, I'll share that. And yeah, like I said, this is post-commentary. I'm basically gonna be just talking about all my thoughts and stuff on this playthrough. So yeah, and also like the game itself. There's actually gonna be quite a lot to talk about here. I'm not just gonna be talking about Persona 1 actually, so yeah. Anyways, so let's get on with it. So let's go over like the playthrough as a whole basically. I guess you could say and how I feel about it. I was very happy with this one. It proved to be quite the successful playthrough for me on the channel. People seem to really enjoy this game and like talking to me about it, which is great to see. And yeah, I also had a lot of fun recording it too, so yeah. On both sides, this playthrough seemed like really great, so that was great to see. But yeah, I probably had more fun recording for Sebek, probably, because yeah, I knew what I was doing in Sebek obviously, but we got dystopian a little bit after. But anyway, I knew what I was doing for Sebek, and I also really enjoy playing through Sebek. Like, it's not like... It's mainly because, yeah, it's a nice, comfortable ride through, so that's why I quite liked it. And yeah, that's why, yeah, that's why I say it's like the main highlight of this playthrough. But yeah. But yeah, I kind of already went over like my full spec, but yeah, it is definitely my favorite route, mainly because yeah, it is the main route of the game. It's not too difficult. Like I said, it does feel very comfortable to play and like experiment with. So yeah, and yeah, both versions of the game I'm actually quite happy with, but maybe I'll go into that more detail in a little bit. But anyway, so now let's talk about snorkeling, which, yeah, I decided to take a very different approach to recording. So basically, it was a semi-blind playthrough. I wouldn't say it's completely blind because, yeah, I did see some things before the snorkel quest, like some of the boss fights and also the, yeah, mainly it's just the boss fight and also, like, hearing about what some of the dungeons are like. So I already had, like, a grasp on it. But yeah, I consider it blind, semi-blind at least, because it was my first time playing through it, and also, which yeah, that does make quite a big difference. Watching something and then playing it for the first time definitely feels like a very different experience. Which yeah, I definitely felt that when I was playing, through the snorkeling class. But yeah, it proved quite fun actually to play a game for the first time on this channel. Because yeah, the games before that I had lots of experience with, and for some of them even some very recent experience too, so yeah. I want to see what happens if I tried doing something quite different. Like basically playing through something that yeah, I didn't have that much knowledge on, so to see how like enjoyable it was for people, and yeah, people seem to quite like it as well. Or I'm also actually not 100% sure. I guess that's another good thing about the finale get to like get to be a but yeah. Let me know what you thought about me trying to tackle something new for the first time. I will say this too. I probably prefer doing something like this in either a game or game series that I'm like familiar with. So like So like with this game, for example, I already know how Persona 1 works, thanks to playing through Sebek a couple of times, so I wasn't like completely lost on what to do with Snow Queen. But yeah, let's say like I play something that I'm definitely not familiar with, like something like a new game series for the first time. That I would actually quite struggle with without like a lot of help from a guide or something like that. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, but yeah, like I said, Sebek? Well, not Sebek. But yeah, Snow Queen, yeah, it ended up being kind of a fun playthrough for the channel, which was good, despite that. And yeah, I was able to show some cool things about it too, like, yeah, reacted to the story too, because yeah, I wasn't like super familiar with the story, so yeah, I managed to like show that off, and that was pretty fun too. So yeah, like I said, if I was to do something like this again, I would like to do it with like a game series, or like a game or game series that I'm like very familiar with. So yeah, or even like a game I know a good amount but I haven't played yet too. That would also work. So yeah, so that's how I felt about doing Snow Queen for the first time. So yeah, now I'm gonna give my like final thoughts on the game as a whole. I say that Persona 1's definitely a very solid game. I wouldn't say that it's like the most amazing thing I've ever played, but yeah, it's definitely a game that's meant a lot to me now that I've played it like so many times this year. The combat, it's good enough, I'd say. It's definitely not the best combat system you'll see in a Persona game, but it's probably not the worst. It seems like most people think that Innocent Sin might have the worst battle system, mainly in the PSP version, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to that point anyway. But yeah, the main thing that I think Persona 1 excels at though is the story, which yeah, I'll probably go into more detail about that in a bit because it relates to a topic, but yeah. The story is very impressive in this game. This game has a great cast of characters. Not like the most deep characters in the world, but there are lots of... there's a lot of great characters in this game. And... yeah. Like a lot of characters I fell in love with. Like for example, like even the Stoken guys. I got to see Brown for the first time, see what his dialogue was all about, and yeah, I was very impressed. And yeah, I'll always love Maki. Maki's probably one of my favorite Persona characters of all time now. So yeah, I probably like her more than like most of Persona 5's cast, to be honest. That's how much I like her. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, as for routes, yeah, kind of like what I hinted at, I do prefer Sebek over Snow Queen. How about let's talk about versions. So yeah, the PS1 version. It's playable alright, but yeah, the issue is it's definitely a lot slower. But yeah, it does make up for that with its atmosphere, of course. Kind of hard to show in the Devi Yuka because the Devi Yuka doesn't really have different music compared to the PSP version, but yeah. People do prefer like the atmosphere that the PS1 version gives off, and I can definitely see why. Because yeah, it's made of the music. Because yeah, PSP Persona 1, it definitely fits better with the modern day Personas. But this feels like, but the PS1 version Persona 1 feels very 90s, of course. That's what it feels like to me, which yeah, definitely fits the era that it came out. And yeah, I also feel like it also fits quite well with the story as well. And also some of the dungeons and stuff. There's just, yeah, something really cool about it. About the PS1 version and what it does. And yeah, this is definitely undisputed, but yeah, the PS1 version definitely has better sound effects. Which, yeah, I can definitely see, like, force use of sound effects being kind of annoying. Which, yeah, I mainly like the guns and stuff, but yeah. But if you only care about the gameplay, definitely play the PSV version. The PSV version has all the content because, yeah, PS1, Persona 1, at least the Revelations Persona, you're not playing the Stoking quest. If you are playing the Stoking quest in the PS1, you either have to hack your way in, because yeah, it's still on the disc for Revelations Persona, but yeah, it's very glitchy and all that. So there's that, and then or you have to play the Japanese version. So yeah, if you understand Japanese, that's okay, but yeah, not everyone does. So yeah. And then also, like I said, faster gameplay speed as well, which definitely helps. And then yeah, you have the post-game dungeons, which admittedly I'm not a big fan of. They definitely remind me of some of the post-game activities that are in like some of the Final Fantasy re-releases, like Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 1. Final Fantasy 2 actually has some good ones, but anyway, I'm getting off topic. Final Fantasy 6 also didn't really have great either, so that's kind of what it just felt like to me. Like, it's alright, but yeah, nothing that really amazes me, so yeah. And the fact that the PS1 doesn't have them, the PS1 version doesn't really have them, it doesn't really matter that much to me. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's really it. Like, both versions are completely playable. And like I said, if you only care about the gameplay, then yeah, then yeah, PSP Persona 1's what you want. But if you don't mind, like, a much slower experience, you want to try and, like, absorb the atmosphere maybe you prefer the atmosphere in the PS1 version as well, definitely give it a shot. Like, yeah, gameplay-wise, there's nothing, like, other than the gameplay speed, there doesn't really feel like anything wrong with the PS1 version, except for maybe the names of, like, the personas and the items being a little bit confusing. And I guess the skills as well. Because yeah, I could definitely, like, yeah, I preferred the GBA version of Final Fantasy VI just because I like the names better. The more up-to-date names in that version compared to the SNES version. But yeah, it's kind of a similar situation here. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, both versions are good, but yeah. What you should play really depends on what you are looking for. So yeah, that's my stance on that. One final thing we'll talk about that concerns Persona 1 before I get into the topics. Here's the manga, of course. I'm not going to be talking too much about it because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, I loved it. I read it like, around, I think, the start of this playthrough, I do believe. And yeah, I really liked it. It tells the story really well. I love the art too. Of course, Shinichiro Ueda, who I believe did the manga for, you can tell that they really had a passion for this game with how good the art looks. And yeah, that's why I used a lot for my thumbnails, so yeah. And yeah, like I said, the story of the manga is great, and the new things the manga adds are quite good. There are some things that I'm not like the biggest fan of, but other than that, it's a very solid manga. If you don't feel like you want to play Persona 1, but still want to experience the story, the manga is definitely a good way of doing it. I also like the fact that in the manga, the whole party accompanies is part of the adventure. Because yeah, in the games, you're only allowed 5 people, but in the manga, everyone comes along, and that does lead to some great moments. And yeah, like I said, it's a great manga. Definitely give it a shot if you're able to read it. It is definitely a great time. It's definitely a great way to experience this game, and yeah, it's probably one of the, from what I've heard, it's one of the best manga series related to Persona, so yeah, that's great. But anyway, now it's time for the topics. So yeah, I decided that, yeah, before all this playthrough's over, I wanted to, like, I wanted to hear what people wanted me to talk about before this is all over, basically. So yeah, I asked around for some topics and that relate to Persona, and here we are. So my first topic I'm going to be talking about here is fan service in Persona. So this is kind of a funny topic for me because yeah, the Persona game that I have the most recent experience with is the one that has like literally no fan service. Of course, that's Persona 1. Yeah, this is mainly a thing in. I mean, there are different types of fan service, but I assume. This question refers to like the more like sexual, I guess, fan service. But there are like other types of fan service. Like Persona 2 does the series fan service quite well because there's actually quite a lot of returning characters in those two games, and yeah, that's great to see. Anyway, let's go on to the other type of fan service. So yeah, like Persona 5, yeah, it's a bit fan servicey, but yeah, it didn't feel too bad. It probably got it off better than Persona 4, because Persona 4 suffered from having kind of bad comedy scenes, and also too many hot spring scenes, so yeah. So yeah, like I said, it's kind of a hit or miss for me in the, it's kind of a hit or miss for me with the fan service stuff. Like, some games do it fine, like Persona 5 for example. Strikers did have that one hot spring scene, but that's like the only one. Then again, I'm not like familiar with that game at all. I'm basically like completely blind on it, except for like that scene. Like yeah, I really don't know anything else about that game if you're interested, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of a hit or miss thing for me in this series because yeah, some games do it alright, some games don't have it at all, so there's not really much to talk about, and then yeah, some games don't do it as good. Like I said, I think Persona 4 is probably the biggest offender, from what I can tell. I have seen a playthrough of Persona 4, so yeah, I have a like a little idea of what that's like, but yeah, that's really it. But yeah, I can't really say much else about that because yeah, I'm not like super experienced with this topic, but yeah, I guess that's what I feel. Like it's done like sometimes it's done great, sometimes it's not. It definitely feels like a hit or miss thing. But anyway, let's go on to the next topic. What aspects of Persona do I like? And I'll also relate this to like Persona 1 stuff as well. So I think I said that there was 3 main things. I only have 2 written down here, which is kind of weird, but maybe I can figure out what the last thing is. But anyway, so yeah, there's 2 main things, of course. One gameplay related, one story related. In fact, it's the actual story, but anyway. Let's go with the gameplay one, and that's the customization. Persona, the whole series, does really good at this regard, and it's also one of the things I like most about playing RPGs. Some of them. Some RPGs have just amazing customization, and yeah, Persona is no exception to this. Thanks to the fusion system. Like, yeah, even in Persona 1, it's not the greatest fusion system. Well, there's definitely a lot of issues with it. Mainly like getting the spell cards, fusion being a bit complicated without like a guide to help you out. It's very trial and error based if you don't have a guide, so yeah, I can see that being the case of Persona 1. But yeah, yeah, even far back as Persona 1, I think the customization is great. It's just really fun to have a different party, like a very fully customizable party, because yeah, even though you only have 5 characters, each one can equip 3 personas, and you can craft all of them too. You can inherit some skills, you can add some bullets, you can do a lot of things with them, and it's great to see. So yeah, definitely a big fan of the customization, and yeah, this continues with the rest of the series. Persona 5 is what I'm also familiar with. While not everyone can equip a different persona, the personas that the protagonist does have access to have a lot of customization to it. And yeah, the party then the customization too is great too, like with that equipment and stuff. So yeah, the customization of Persona is one of the things I love most about its gameplay. I mean the fact that yeah, it's just really solid turn-based combat. Maybe it gets a bit too easy in some games, due to maybe being a bit too overpowered, but overall it's just really, really solid. But anyway, the other main aspect is actually just the story as a whole, but I think more specifically the story themes Um, like, yeah, all the Persona games, of course, have some sort of psychological element to them, and yeah, it's really, really interesting to learn about. I will admit this, I'm not like the biggest buff on psychology. The closest thing was learning a little bit about, like, psychology and religious studies, but that's really it. But yeah, it's really interesting to learn about all this, in a game, because yeah, it also feels very real as well, I guess. Like, yeah, Persona's not like the most realistic thing ever, but yeah, the situations that some of these characters can find themselves in can feel very real. Like, yeah, I guess one good example is, like, Kumi in the Stalking Quest. People think that, yeah, her situation feels quite realistic, because, yeah, she feels completely pressured by her parents, because her parents wanted to basically get perfect grades and stuff. It's probably more thing in Japan, where in Japan school is horrible from what I can tell. So yeah, and yeah, if you get into like a good college or university, you're basically set for life. So yeah, no wonder her parents act so strict towards her and led her towards the path she took in here. Where she kills herself and becomes a minion for the Stalker. But anyway, like yeah, stuff like that, for example, that's like everywhere in the Persona series, I think. Like, there's always like some kind of character that you can like resonate with, and that's like something that Persona kind of excels at. The stories as a whole, they're not always like the most amazing thing ever, but yeah, this is definitely a character-driven series, especially once you get to the modern games with the social links. That really just ties in the fact that yeah, this is very much a character-driven. These are very character-driven games. So yeah, the plots themselves can be pretty good. I like Persona 1's plot quite a lot too. Yeah, it's mainly like Sebek is mainly a character-driven plot because yeah, it's all about Maki, of course, but and yeah, her overcoming her issues. But yeah, the other characters definitely get their own moments of shine. I also like the villains too, of course. So, and how they play into it, because yeah, like for example, Kandori, he's not evil for the sake of being evil, which I quite like. And yeah, he definitely turned out to be like a favorite of mine as a Persona villain, but I guess we'll see what the rest of the series is like as well, because yeah, I've only played 2 games. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I want to get on my chest. Those are the aspects I really do like about Persona. And yeah, you can see those aspects as far back as Persona 1. It's great to see that when I was playing through this. But yeah, I don't think I need to talk about Potential further. I think those 2 really sum up what I really love about this series, so yeah. Although yeah, the second one, that's definitely something I've grown to love, because yeah, I definitely play games for the gameplay over the story, but yeah, over these past years, like past year I should be saying, I've definitely come to appreciate games that have just really great plots, and characters as well, so yeah. And yeah, Persona is probably one of the reasons why that's the case, so yeah. Definitely, yeah, definitely, those are definitely the 2 aspects I like about the series the most. So anyway, on to topic number 3. People want to know about my favorite Personas. One person wanted me to talk about my favorite Persona of each Arcana, so I decided I'll do this. I'll probably make it a bit more rapid fire. I'm also going to be very general because yeah, I've only played 2 games in this series. And yeah, I did have a look at the Arcana list for all the games, but yeah, I'm basically just thinking about like my own experiences and stuff, as well as what do I feel about the Persona themselves. Oh, the demon, I guess it's a shame because yeah, some of these are demons, of course. So yeah, let's start with Fool. For Fool, I'd either say Loki or Vishnu. So Loki, yeah, I really like Loki, of course, and they work really well as a Fool Persona because of the fact they're a trickster. Vishnu has different forms, and yeah, that relates very well to Fool as well. And yeah, Vishnu comes from personal experience as well, because yeah, Persona 5. But anyway, but yeah, I love both of them. I may like Loki more when he's not a full Persona, because yeah, I liked him a lot in SNT5, and then I liked him a lot in Persona 1, where he was a double Persona. But yeah, Loki's definitely a favorite of mine. And yeah, even in the game I played, Loki's not even a full Persona, so the other game I played, so yeah. Anyway, let's go on to Magician now. That would either be Cert or Mada. Cert is very iconic. Like, yeah, from what I've heard, he's very iconic in Persona 3, but yeah, he's a very fire-based Persona, and yeah, Magician likes fire in some games, so yeah, quite fitting for that, and yeah, he's quite strong as well. But I also like Mada. Mada is a pretty interesting looking design, and again, it's a Hindu deity, or Hindu demon, I guess? Because yeah, he's supposed to represent intoxication and stuff like that, so yeah, he probably fits into the role of demon, but yeah, his story was kind of weird to learn about, but yeah, like I said, I like his design. I also like how strong a fire user he is. I probably like him more than Cert as a fire user in Persona 5, but yeah, I do quite like Mada. Anyway, Priestess, that would either be Tensei Nyan or Parvati, or Parvati I should be saying, but so yeah, Tensei Nyan I actually quite like in Persona 1. I don't know about Persona 2 yet, because of course I haven't played it, but yeah, for some reason I just really gravitate towards her. She has a really nice design in Persona 1, and also she's a really excellent Priestess Persona. She gets both Medea Rama and Samaricom, so yeah, she's great in Persona 1. And then the other one's Parvati, which yeah, not like an amazing Persona or anything. She's quite good in Persona 5, but yeah, I do quite like her. She does have quite a nice design, and yeah, to be honest, she doesn't really, like, she's not like the most amazing thing ever, but yeah, I really like her design. I think I got some use out of her in Persona 5, even though I think she's lovers in that game. But yeah, pretty cool Persona, that one. And yeah, it would be cool to see what she could do in like other Persona games in the future as well, so yeah. For Empress, that'd be Kali, because Kali has a really cool design, of course. In Persona 1, she's like decent. She probably would have made a decent choice for Yukina, but then again, considering how good Arrow Volley turned out to be in Persona 1, Ishtar probably would be better, but Kali, yeah, Kali would definitely have done a pretty decent job for Yukino if she got super high leveled. It's all E5 in Persona 1, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. And yeah, in the modern games it has that modern design, which I really like. And yeah, it would look like a very fun Persona to build up to, because yeah, it likes to use physical attacks, and I think it has a pretty good resistance too. So yeah, probably a fun Persona to build up if I continue my New Game Plus Persona 5, so yeah. For Emperor, that'd be either Odin or Baal. Odin is very iconic as an Emperor Persona, so yeah, he definitely fits really well with that Arcana. And then Baal, it's mainly for Persona 1, because yeah, he's absolutely terrifying in Persona 1, because of Bright Judgment, and the fact that you can give him bullets too, on top of that, he hits incredibly hard. And yeah, I like Baal's modern design too, it's really great, so definitely an Emperor Persona I really like. Then we have Hierophant, which would probably have to be Koryu. Koryu is very iconic for that Hierophant Arcana, so yeah, he fits really well with it, he has a great design, can't really say much else to say about that. He's definitely been a great Persona for me as well, I played Persona 5, so yeah, great little Persona. For lovers, Ishtar. Ishtar is also kind of iconic for lovers in the modern Personas, and yeah, I used her a lot in Persona 5 because she's definitely the best healing Persona. She gets Salvation, and she gets a trait that basically makes that they cost nothing, so yeah, I really like this. She's definitely probably one of my favorite electric users in Persona 5, even like eclipsing Odin in my opinion, because even though Odin's probably a lot stronger, Ishtar has the utility with her healing, so yeah. Anyway, Chariot. I either be Shikyoji or Gozutano. Gozutano is pretty obvious. In Persona 1, he's a powerhouse. He gets Megiddo. He's the earliest Persona to get Megiddo, and make it duller. And then once he does, the game falls apart. He's a great persona. Even though there are definitely better Megidora users, like Ilulonka and Shin Tensei. But yeah, he's great. I really like Ghost Tenor. The other one's Shikyoji because yeah, I built a Shikyoji when I played Persona 5 Royal, and yeah, he became extremely strong. So yeah, I was very happy with Shikyoji, and of course yeah, amazing resistances despite the fact that it's only a level 80 Persona. So yeah, I really like Shikyoji. For Justice, this is a weird choice. I'd actually go with Sharosha. Even though in the game I played, Sharosha's a star Persona, I'm pretty sure, not Justice one. That's maybe because Sharosha has a really amazing design. And yeah, it does also remind me of one of the best social links in Persona 4 as well, so yeah. That's why I decided to go with that. And yeah, I did definitely get some good use out of Sharosha when I have used them, so yeah. Definitely a Persona I quite like. Anyway, for Hermit, that'll either be Arahabaki or Fafnir. Arahabaki has a really cool design again, and I think he was pretty useful to me as well. I did mention that, yeah, he had a fun fusion accident in when we did the future analysis stuff, so yeah. And in Fafnir, I built one up in Persona 5 Royal as well, and yeah, he has some. And yeah, again, very cool design. And yeah, it was good to see him get added in Persona 5 Royal. Definitely a good Persona that one as well. For Fortune, I would put Norn, because Norn just fits so well with Fortune. Especially as an ultimate one. She's not in Persona 5 Royal, that'd be Lakshmi, who I also quite like, to be honest, but yeah, Norn definitely fits better. Because yeah, Norn's all about fate and stuff, and she has a pretty interesting design, and yeah, again, I've got some very good use out of her, as both like a support and as a strong attacker. Especially in SQ5, but of course that's not a Persona game, but well. For strength, either Rakshasa or Hanuman. Rakshasa has a really cool design, and yeah, I would like to build him up because of that, and yeah, he's pretty good at Persona 5 as well. Because yeah, he has good physical resistances, and yeah, you can give him some pretty nice skills too for physical attacking as well, so that's also very nice to see. Then we have Hanuman. Yeah, Hanuman of course is really great. I don't like its modern design that much. I like its Soul Hacker's design. I believe it's Soul Hacker's design a bit more. I don't know, something kind of grand about it. Kind of like how I feel about Garuda Soul Hacker's design, but yeah, still a really cool persona, still decently strong, and yeah, reminds me of a deity that I really like. Hang that, Attis. Attis is also very iconic for this arcana, and yeah, it's maybe because yeah, Persona 5 Royal, he gets a trait that, well, is really good. It basically gives him like it basically allows him to use one of the best buffing skills in the game, no problems, so yeah. Really like Attis, great persona. Another weird choice here is with Death, that'd be Thanatos, even though I haven't played Persona 3 yet. It's maybe because yeah, Thanatos is a great design that fits in well with his mythology, and yeah, I have used him a little bit in Persona 5 Royal, and yeah, he was pretty good. But yeah, I can't wait to see what he's all about when I do play Persona 3 one day. Then you have Temperance, that either be Genbu or Alta, I believe. Genbu, yeah, Genbu's like, it's mainly because of Persona 1. Genbu is a Makakaja user, and yeah, that definitely proved like super great. So yeah, I really like Genbu because of that. They're not too bad. I mean, they're the first Temperance Persona in Persona 1, or Persona 5, sorry. And yeah, they're not bad for the first pass. You can definitely get some nice skills onto them, so yeah. I definitely appreciate that, and yeah, I had a lot of, like, yeah, there's also a commenter that, like, talks about Genbu being a very kind, caring persona during Kawakami's social links, or Covenant, I should be saying. And yeah, that also made me quite like Genbu a lot too, so yeah. Then the other one's of course Arta, who is in Royal again, Persona Royal. I used them quite a bit in that game obviously because yeah, even though they're like a deity, I know like next to nothing about the side of the fact they're a Hindu deity. They have an interesting design, they're pretty strong, I got a very fun build with them as well. in that game, and yeah, quite the fun persona. Then we got Tower. I had to put Yoshitsune here because, yeah, the Yoshitsune. Not Saint Tyson. House of Tobi is the main reason why. A very good physical attack. It's the strongest non-DLC way to do damage in Persona 5 Royal because, yeah, I didn't actually have the DLC. Another good one, of course, is Kakia, who I may talk about later. But yeah, Yoshitsune is just really, really great persona, and yeah, I definitely got some good use out of them. Then we got Seth too. Seth is a great design, and also reminds me of my brother too, and the fun times we had in the first time I saw Persona playthrough for the first time, which is watching my brother play Persona 5 Royal. So yeah, but yeah, I do quite like Seth too. Great design as well. For Star, it probably had to be Lucifer. I like the. It kind of blew my mind when I learned that Lucifer was a star persona because he's called the Morning Star. I don't know, there's something kind of mind-blowing about that, but yeah. I do like Lucifer a lot because of that, and yeah, he's always been like a great choice. And yeah, he seems like a fun persona too. I kinda... I guess I might be grouping up Lucifer and Hillel together because yeah, they are very similar. But yeah, like I said, I've seen some pretty fun stuff with those two, so yeah, that's why I had to put them there. For Moon, I actually have Lilum here, but I think another one I would probably put here is Kakia. First off, Lilum, yeah, it's because of Persona 1. Lilum is like ridiculous in Persona 1, because yeah, they're probably one of the best defensive personas, especially with the level they're at. They're kind of like the Shikioji of Persona 1 when you think about it, so yeah. So yeah, I quite like Lilum because of that, and yeah, you can get some pretty nice skills too thanks to tablets as well, like the Squadron tablet. And yeah, she'll serve you quite well because of that. She's immune to all magic but light, and weak to physical, but physical attacks aren't too scary unless you're talking the post game. So yeah, she's great. And yeah, I think she can solo the final boss of the Snow Queen quest as well, because of the fact that she's immune to magic. Basically, so yeah, there's that. And she even reflects elements too. She's just really solid. And then Kakia, I built a Kakia when I played Persona 5 Royal, and she's a mid-persona in that game, and yeah, she was ridiculous. Her attack is absolutely ridiculous. It's a magical hospital beat, and yeah, that's as strong as that sounds. And yeah, she helped me conquer Madarame really easily, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, that was a good memory of using her. Sun would be Ganesha, because yeah, I wanted to build a Hindu deity from the Sun Arcana, and yeah, that happened to be Ganesha. And I was happy with that, because yeah, Ganesha is a deity I really like. I even worship Ganesha too, so very fitting persona for me to build up when I play Persona 5 Royal, and yeah, I was very happy with the build I came up with too. Basically just all the strong physical skills in the game, but yeah, it was a very fun build. For Judgment, that would be either Armadi or Satan. Armadi because yeah, she's great in Persona 1, because yeah, she gets Medea Rahan, and yeah, she reflects most type of magic except if it's dark. So yeah, she's a great choice because of that. And yeah, I definitely got a lot of use out of it in my playthroughs, so that's great to see. And then Satan, he's pretty fun in Persona 1, and yeah, he definitely fits the Arcana quite well, and yeah, I do like his designs as well. He's pretty cool in Persona 5 as well, Persona 5 Royal, especially if you can get Almighty Boost on him. And then the last Arcana will be Mukalinda. Mukalinda is of the World Arcana, and Mukalinda's a part of the World Arcana, and yeah, I'm kind of this because yeah, it's at least the Persona one, so. And yeah, he's great because he has Crystal Wall, and yeah, his weapon too that he returns for is great as well, so he had to be on here, and his design's alright in Persona 1. I feel like you could get a really cool redesign in like a future game. That would be something I'd like to see. But yeah, that's all the favorite personas, and yeah, that took a long time, but yeah, I wanted to at least try and talk about something like that, so yeah. maybe these will be a bit different if I went into more like thinking about it, but yeah. These are just some of the personas that came to mind that I really liked from these Arcanas, so yeah.
You want some?
Anyway, let's go into the final topic and how we're gonna be ending this. Ending this video. So we have, so basically one topic I would suggest is how do I feel about playing, what am I looking forward to with future Persona games that I'm gonna be playing. So yeah, let's go with that, and I even have some footage for that. So let's go into Persona 2. So Persona 2, but yeah, I gave Innocent Sin a little go, so yeah, there'll be some gameplay footage of that as well. Yeah, Innocent Sin is like a pretty interesting game, let's just say. I've heard like many good things about its story and its characters and stuff, so yeah, that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. The gameplay, I've gotten the hang of it a little bit when I was playing, but yeah. I could play on the channel, but the issue is that I feel like I need more experience with it, because yeah, if I go in like with this little knowledge, I feel like I'd struggle a lot to make a fun playthrough to watch. So yeah, because yeah, I feel like it's a game I need some practice on, because yeah, I haven't played a game like it, so because yeah, it changes up the battle system quite a lot for Persona 1. And yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of things to learn about too. So yeah, I'll probably just play on my own time, to be honest. I could play Eternal Purge on the channel, but yeah, both games definitely deserve to be played together if I was to do something like that, so yeah. I'm probably not going to show too much of Innocent Sin, to be honest. There is one Persona game I would like to, but yeah, we'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, Persona 2, definitely an intriguing game, but yeah, like I said, it's definitely going to be a game that, if I was to play on the channel, I'd play it very slowly. I doubt it'd be very fun to watch, so yeah, that's why I'm probably not going to be doing a playthrough like that. So yeah, instead, yeah, like I said, I'll probably just play on my own time, but yeah, it does seem like an interesting game. My brother seems pretty interested in Persona 2 Theology, so yeah, I'll probably play it and then see what he thinks about it. That's something I'm kind of looking forward to, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I don't really have much to say actually about Persona 2, to be honest. I did get like a lot of gameplay footage out of it. It did record perfectly fine, so yeah, if I really want to do a playthrough of it, I can. But yeah, like I said, maybe I'll just show some minor things with it. But yeah, I can't go around circles, but yeah. Again, it's a game that, yeah, if I was to play on the channel, I feel like I would need some prior knowledge on it, or prior experience. And then, yeah, I'd definitely be able to make a good playthrough of it, but yeah, at the moment I don't have that knowledge, so yeah, I feel like it's gonna have to wait. So yeah, there's that. Next up, though, is a game I definitely would like to play on the channel actually, Persona 3 Portable. So I wish I got more gameplay footage out of it. I only record the first part of the first visit to Taurus. But yeah, I was having a lot of fun. The game's like extremely hyped for some reason. I'm not so sure. There's just something that really I feel like really motivated to show this game on the channel. And yeah, the idea for that playthrough is it's actually again a semi-blind playthrough. I have not really seen this game's story, so I don't really know what to expect. Like, I don't know much, like, I know next to little about the social links. I know, like, next to nothing about the moments in the plot. Like, I have a I do have, like, a general idea of what the plot is like from, like, comments and stuff, but not, like, specific details. Yeah, I definitely don't know those. And yeah, how the game plays out as well, don't really know either. And then the gameplay itself, I have experience with Sniper Rule, which is kind of similar, but yeah. So yeah. Persona 3 is definitely something I'm definitely looking forward to maybe showing off on the channel. It's definitely a playthrough I would really like to do. Maybe after the next one, because yeah, like I said, it's a game I feel like a lot of people would love to see me play for the first time, so yeah. And yeah, I was also impressed by the gameplay for it as well. It was a bit like, the start of the recording wasn't the greatest, but it slowly got better and better. And yeah, it actually looks quite good too, so yeah, I was happy with how the recording went. With that, so yeah. Of course, I'm definitely gonna need to do a very different setup. Like, I probably need to change up a few things about how I do it as well. Like, I can't adjust the volume of during the recording very well, so the voice setting's probably gonna be a bit quiet. And I might like overspeak it sometimes as well, which would be annoying. Yeah, I don't know if I could do much about that. And yeah, I might also not even voice the dialogue like I usually do when it's not spoken. Kinda like how Clingy does his Clingy's doing his royal playthrough. Persona royal playthrough. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, and yeah, I will need a guide. I've heard that Penguin Knight's guide is probably the best, so yeah, I'll just use that. Especially for if I want to keep it very, very blind, which yeah, that would be fun. That would be kind of fun to watch, so it won't be like Persona 2 where I'll be fumbling about, because yeah, I have an idea how the game works, because I played Persona 5, so yeah. It would be less fumbly because of that, but yeah, I will need to listen to the guy, which means I might need to do a bit of grinding and stuff, but yeah, I doubt people will get too annoyed by that. So yeah. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say other than that, but yeah, I would really like to do Persona 3 on the channel. It'll be a very long playthrough, but yeah. And yeah, who knows, maybe I'll do it after the next playthrough. I would like to, and yeah, it depends on how people are feeling about it too. Speaking of, that next playthrough will definitely be Genealogy of the Holy War. I put it off too long, to be honest, because of the Persona 1 playthrough, but oh well. I definitely want to show off the game. My brother helped me with the visual settings as well, so it should look a little bit nicer as well. Hopefully it runs properly too, but yeah, if it doesn't, then well, I just adjust the old visual settings, so yeah. Should be fun. Need to do a bit more practice on it, but yeah, because yeah, I haven't played it in like forever. Like yeah, so I definitely need to get more practice at it, and yeah, there's probably some things that I might say about the characters that might be very out of date compared to like the best strategy stuff, but that's okay. I'll do my best. It'll definitely be like my old Fire Emblem playthrough, so yeah, I'll talk about the characters, I'll talk about how good they are, how how good they are, how like and yeah, how I feel about them as well, like in terms of combat. But yeah, you're probably gonna hear me say this person has a horse. They're pretty good because of that payment. So yeah, that'll be what I do next. But I think before we start that though, I'll have one more video up after this one for the next day. I want to finally do that my thoughts on Cold Steel video. It kind of turned into a behemoth of a video because yeah, I decided to make a video essay for some reason. That's what it turned into, so yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to get it done after this video. That's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, like I said, it turned into, well, one behemoth of an episode. So yeah. Because yeah, it's a game I quite enjoyed. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did, so yeah, I want to get my thoughts out there about it, so yeah. So yeah, look forward to that. And yeah, after that I will probably show off some FE4. I'll do FE4. If I need more videos, then I might show off some Persona 2 videos as well. Maybe some of the boss fights, we'll see. If I need more videos, like as a buffer. If like, yeah, I'm getting delayed by stuff, which, yeah, might be a problem, we'll see. But yeah, I'll try to get out every 4 as soon as I can, so yeah. So like I said, that'll be the next thing I do. After that playthrough, if people want me to do Persona 3 that badly, then yeah, I'll probably think about doing it. Because yeah, I would like to play it, and yeah, I feel like the feedback on it might be really, really interesting, so yeah. There's that, I have nothing else to say. We are all done with Persona 1 now, and yeah, like I said, this has definitely been one of my best playthroughs on the channel so far, and yeah, hopefully, and hopefully I did show the game in a very good light, and yeah, why you should definitely give it a try. Even if, yeah, they're definitely better Persona games, probably, like, I definitely recommend, if you haven't played a Persona game yet, I definitely recommend, like, Persona 5 Royal first, but I definitely consider Persona 1 a favorite of mine, a personal favorite of mine, but yeah, if you try it and you like it, that'll make me very happy, so, yeah. And yeah, I hope my playthrough did a good job showing off why I really like it, so yeah. And of course, I can't thank my friends enough for helping with this playthrough, as well as with the topics as well. And yeah, they were amazing, because yeah, they know a lot more about Persona than I do, probably, so yeah. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, look forward to what I have in store next, and I'll see you guys again for whatever I do next. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thanks to all the people who contributed to this playthrough. I made it so great. And yeah, I hope that, again, more people recognize Persona 1 as a great entry to this very interesting RPG series. So yeah, I'm rambling now, so yeah, let's end it now. So yeah, see me next time for whatever I decide to tackle next.
Yes, the enemy is vulnerable. Attack! Persona! The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Here's a chance. Let's get him! Get back here, you son of a...